Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Fun with Flags. I'm your friendly neighborhood soda, joined as always by 65 weird Canadians himself. How's it going?
Canadians are weird.
Yes, we are. But hey,
I
we're
play
all a
the
little
clip, but
weird.
I don't want to. I don't want to take a peek at the brands. I don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah, because I'm actually so the topic for today is basically Canadian entertainers. And I'm actually curious to see how many you know are Canadian.
I'm sure some of these I knew they were Canadian. It's not something I think about.
Right. Yeah, just like
So,
yeah, right. Just like it's not something I think about as well. Like when it comes to actors who are from across the Atlantic and stuff. So
and I'm curious to see how many of these I've never even heard about.
me too. You wanna hop right into it?
1 second. Now I am.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so these are in alphabetical order. Um and by first name. And what I'm gonna do is I will also tell you where they're from in Canada as well.
Not that it matters to me, but
No,
okay.
I know, but for anyone watching or who could be curious where these places are, you never know.
Yeah,
And
well,
there
second
will
largest country in the world, territory wise.
but yeah, by land, yeah. All right. So first up, we have somebody who passed away not that long ago, even in the last 10 years. Um, he's well known for playing the dad on Growing Pains and for playing a fictionalized version of himself on How I Met Your Mother, Alan Thicke.
Is that the father of Robin Thicke?
Yes.
I Canadian Robin.
Yeah.
You know, so Robin Thicke is on the American Masked Singer, and every time he comes up, every time one of the performers is revealed to be a Canadian, he just goes Canadian Robin,
Yep.
and he says it's because his dad
Is
told him
Canadian.
about it that
Yeah.
all the good Americans are Canadian. So every time he meets a Canadian celebrity, he just goes Canadian Robin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Alan Thicke was definitely a legend up here. He was born in Kirkland Lake, Ontario, and then he was also where I first met him was he was the dad in this movie called "And You Thought Your Parents Were Weird." It was a Disney movie from like the early '90s.
Definitely sounds like it.
Okay, next up we have a very famous singer from Ottawa, Ontario. Oh fuck! I just realized didn't have a picture on here. Alanis Morissette.
Wah, wah. Well, I know who she is.
Okay, she's from Canada, Ottawa.
And yeah, and I did know that. I
Okay,
did know that.
I do have this next picture. Now, she was an X Men. So
So are you just gonna reveal all of them to me, or are you gonna let me guess?
okay. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to list out the credits now
Cool.
and see if you can figure it out because I do have without showing my I have there some credits here and everything. So okay, so this actress was an X Men in True Blood, Fly Away Home, and she won an Oscar for the piano.
What an Oscar.
She was a little kid.
Ah. Can you give me a hint as to which X-Men movie?
I can. I'll go. Let me tell you the character.
Well, that will give it away.
Okay. Four of them.
No, which X-Men movie?
Oh, X Men 1, 2, 3, and Days of Future Past. However, actually, no, this is going to give it away. Never mind. She was in those
Uh,
movies.
so the one I'm thinking of wasn't in the first one, I think. Is it Halle Berry by any chance?
No.
One, two, three, and Days of Future Past?
Okay, I'll give you another hint. Not the theatrical version of Days of Future Past.
Oh, Anna Paquin?
Yes. She's
Right.
from Winnipeg, Snark's hometown.
Hey, Snark!
Yeah.
Do you have a picture?
Oh, yes. Rogue.
Ro- Well, that's what threw me off because she wasn't in the theatrical.
And that's the thing. That was the clue. That was I was going to keep going and say that, but then I was like, well, that will give it away. So I want to see if you can figure it out on his own.
All right.
Okay. Next up, this one you probably also know. He recently just made an acting comeback. He's known for the Mummy movies.
The Mummy. Oh,
Tarzan or George of the Jungle. Sorry.
Jungle to Jungle. Yeah, Brandon Fraser is that?
Yes. So he's actually our first one who, while Canadian and through one of his parents, he was actually born in Indianapolis, but he does identify as Canadian as well.
Okay. I mean, you
Yeah.
can show the picture once you reveal the name.
Yeah. Sorry. It's Brendan Fraser. Next up, I'm going to see if you can get this one. This is going to be an interesting one if you get it. He is a voice actor for Batman in a lot of those movies. He's a president in almost everything. And he was in the first two of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films of the Kelvinverse.
Only the first two?
Only the first two, because his character died in Into Darkness. Yes, he did.
I think that's a character I'd recognize by a person I recognize by face.
Can I give you the
But
character's name?
No, that won't help because I don't think I remember the name, but I do remember the face.
Okay.
Let me just show me the picture and see if it's the one I was thinking of. Yep, that's the one. What's his name?
Bruce Greenwood.
Oh yeah, the frequent answer by one of the Schmodown people.
Yep. And like I said,
Which one?
president in almost everything. He is from the province I was born in. He is from a place called Rouyn-Noranda.
Sure, whatever you say.
Just so you know, you're not the only place with weird sounding names.
I never said I was.
Okay. Shit. This one might be a little tougher. Did you ever see the old TV show of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the 90s one?
Very vague memories. I've seen it, but
Okay,
I
then you
don't
won't get
remember
this one,
any of
then.
the people. What?
You won't get this one.
All right.
That's the only thing of note she's done. Her name is Carolyn Ray.
She was Sabrina then?
She was one of the ants. She was the
Oh,
ant.
okay.
She was one of the ants. She's also a comedian, and she was in the movie Ready to Rumble. She is also from Quebec. She is from Westmount, Quebec. Does she look familiar to you?
Again, I barely remember. I remember Salem. I remember Salem from.
Well, no,
that
I
show.
mean just from seeing her in something else. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
nope. No, sorry.
Okay. Now this one, I'm actually curious to see if you knew if she was Canadian or not. She is a star in the Matrix series, and she appeared in almost all of the Netflix Avengers series.
You mean Netflix shows? The
Yes,
Netflix Marvel shows.
The Netflix.
So yeah, Carrie Ann Moss.
Yes, sir, from Burnaby, British Columbia.
I did not know she was Canadian.
Yep, she is Canadian.
Nice.
Okay.
I just love that scene where she was with David Tennant in the car.
Yeah, no, she's
Like you've got the Doctor and Trinity in
Yeah.
the same scene together.
right. And she was also in the movie Disturbia as well as Shia LaBeouf's mom. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I like
Right.
her character in the Netflix verse at first, but I disliked her more and more as it went on.
Okay. This next one, she got her major break on SCTV, which is a Canadian sketch show from the 70s and early 80s. She played the mom in Home Alone and Home Alone 2, Schitt's Creek, and Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice? I'm stumped.
Catherine O'Hara.
Oh, damn.
Yep, from Toronto, Ontario. Toronto is a lot of people are from Toronto.
Yeah, Dollari in Toronto.
Yeah.
That's
This next
a
one-
Cracker joke, by the way.
Is not an actress. She is more known for her music. She had her English hit debut with Beauty and the Beast, but she is more known for singing "My Heart Will Go On."
And even more known for not being able to sing anymore.
Exactly, unfortunately. Celine Dion.
The legend herself.
Yeah,
I
from
mean, you could have just said
Charlemagne.
Eurovision.
That's true. Eurovision. I forgot that is actually where she got her. I keep forgetting that is where she got introduced to the world.
Like ABBA.
Yeah, well, that one, like everyone knows.
Yeah, because of the great movie.
Yeah, but no, this is a bummer that she can't sing anymore.
There's an Israeli comedian who passed away a few years ago, but like a similar thing. Like he had cancer in his vocal cords.
Mm,
He was struggling with it for many, many years, and he spent the last couple of years of his life voiceless completely. And
that
it's like, of
sucks.
all the people for this to happen to, and of all the parts of the body that cancer's got to attach itself to, that one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he was mostly known for his face, but also he had kind of like a Mr. Bean show. And when I say Mr. Bean show, it's like the protagonist doesn't speak much.
Oh yeah.
But other than that one, like he was a talker, and it always sucks when these things happen to people like that.
Yeah, no kidding. Just give me a second. For whatever reason, the next picture didn't load, so I'm reloading it.
See, here's the thing: if you load all the pictures at once, and then leave the studio and come back later, some of them get deleted.
Huh.
It happens to me all the time.
It's the first time that's ever happened to me.
Unless,
Okay.
of course, there's a problem with the format.
All right. No, this wasn't in because I just literally uploaded it here. That's probably why I didn't have the one for Alanis Morissette earlier. Okay. This next one is a legendary actor, renowned and respected throughout the community. Unfortunately, passed away recently within the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
He is well known for The Sound of Music. He was with Sean Connery in a movie called The Man Who Would Be King. And he voiced the French pigeon in An American Tail. And his most recent big movie was Knives Out.
Knives Out? Oh, Palmer something? Christopher Palmer? Richard Palmer?
You're close. Christopher Plummer.
Plummer! Christopher Plummer!
Toronto, Ontario.
Not. What else was he in? He was in a movie where he replaced Kevin Spacey, wasn't he?
Yeah. Fuck, I can't remember the name of the movie now. But yeah.
Well, I mean, from what I heard, the movie wasn't that memorable either.
No.
The only reason people were talking about it is
All the
because
Money
they
in the
removed
World
Kevin
or something
Spacey
like
and
that?
replaced him with Captain Christopher Palmer.
All the Money in the World or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay, next one. I'm pretty sure you know who this is. All I gotta say is Maria Hill.
Kobe Smulders.
Yep, Vancouver, BC. In How I Met Your Mother, she consistently played homage to her favorite hockey team, my favorite hockey team, the Vancouver Canucks.
She was in an episode of Smallville, did you know?
Yes, that is the first time I ever saw her, was in that episode, yeah. Okay, this next one is another one you know who he is. You probably do know who he's Canadian. Ghostbusters. He plays Ray Stantz.
Oh, yeah. Denon and a Necroid.
Yes, sir. Also,
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, you could have just said Ghostbusters and the Blues Brothers. I
right.
would have gotten it. Didn't have to give it the whole thing away.
He's from Ottawa, Ontario, across the river from where I was born.
And he's on a mission from God.
In a mission from God. Yes. This next one, first time I saw him was on a TV show he was on called Grounded for Life. He also played a racist in the movie The Patriot, and he played Harvey Bullock in the TV show Gotham.
Well, I know Gotham. I can't remember the name of the actor, and I didn't know he was Canadian.
Donald Logue,
Yep.
also from Ottawa.
Yeah, I know. I always looked at the names at the beginning of every Gotham episode. Had no idea how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, no, it's a hard one for sure.
Yeah.
Just give me a second for this next one because I didn't put his credits on it, even because I was like, oh, maybe he'll just be able to rattle some off the top of his head. No, I don't know. He was in The Hunger Games as President Snow.
Donald Sutherland.
Yes.
Cool.
St. John, New Brunswick.
And no picture.
Son of a whore. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it wasn't as in alphabetical order as I thought.
Did you know that as soon as he heard they were making the Hunger Games into a movie franchise, how he got the part where he said that he contacted the producers and sent him like a big, long, multi-page document about how to be a proper villain or something like that, and that's how they gave him the part.
Huh.
Like he really wanted to be President Snow.
Apparently. He's one of the all-time greats as well.
Yeah. Wish
Okay.
I liked the movies better, but well, whatever.
I never read the books, and the movies are okay.
I hate the movies and never plan on reading the books because of the movies. No.
Totally fair.
And to be fair, I only watched those. I'm refraining from saying that. The only reason I watched those movies was for trivia matches. Spoiler alert, I lost anyway. Continue.
Okay, so this next one, very few people realize he's Canadian through his father. He's well known for being a pro wrestler at one point.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me more than that. Because you know me in wrestling, right?
Okay, I was gonna do his catchphrase, but it gives it away. Fuck. Okay. Black Adam.
He's Canadian?
His dad was born in Halifax, Nova Scotia, so he is part Canadian. Yes,
I thought he was Samoan.
he is on his mom's side.
Cool. Wow.
His dad his dad is a black man from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, can we just address the fact that he's been in 5,000 movies and the only thing you could have come up with was Black Adam, the one that gives it away?
Well, I could have also said Jumanji. That would give it away.
Well, no, there are more people in Jumanji, but you said
Yeah, but
Black Adam the character.
how many of them were a pro wrestler prior to being an actor?
Fair point. But
Like that narrows it down right there.
Dude, you could have said the Fast and Furious movies. You could have picked any of the 500,000 movies he's done, and it would have been harder for me. You said,
Oh, so if I would have said Hobbs and Shaw,
well, that's obvious.
if I would have said Hobbs and Shaw,
It would have made it harder for me because wasn't John Cena in there too?
if that was Fast 9 and 10.
All right, well, close enough.
Okay. This next,
Dude, you gotta make this harder for me.
okay, I will. This next person got their big break with the movie Juno, went on to appear also in a couple X-Men films, was in the Umbrella Academy, and recently transitioned.
The artist formerly known as Elliot Page.
That is correct, Elliot Page, also from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Okay, this next person really is only well known in one movie series, but I'm going to say that at the end. She is more known for her TV work. She was in the TV shows Everwood, Revenge, and Brothers and Sisters, which I'm pretty sure you've never heard of any of them.
I heard of Brothers and Sisters, but I never watched it.
She, however,
I think I know who she is, but go on.
She also has a major role in the MCU. Well, kind of major role, supporting role.
MCU?
She has appeared in
there goes my guess.
Winter Soldier and Civil War. And I know she was in another one, but I'm blanking on her right now.
Oh. The actress that played Sharon Carter.
Correct. Emily Van Camp from
Emily Van Camp, yeah.
Port Perry, Ontario.
Well, you said movie series and you said Brothers and Sisters. I thought you were going to go Sally Field.
Oh, well, I mean, she was in a Marvel movie, so.
Yeah, but when you said MCU, that's why I questioned it.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. This next one. Okay, let's see. He played the titular character's father in Veronica Mars. He first became famous for playing the photographer on Just Shoot Me, and he was also in Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest. No idea. Hit me.
Enrico Colantoni.
Never would have guessed.
I know that was one I knew you would never have guessed. This one, on the fence about because it's really only famous for one role. Will in Will and Grace.
Oh, him. I've seen Will and Grace, but I don't know who the actor is.
Eric McCormick.
Okay.
Give me a second. I just realized the next one also didn't load, so I got to do it right.
Load. I like how you stretched that.
Okay. This next one, I know you know who she is because we all know this role. Lois Lane.
Which Lois Lane?
That's
Erica Durance?
Yep, Erica Durance from Calgary.
I think I knew she was Canadian, but I don't remember.
A lot of people from Smallville were Canadian.
Yeah, because guess where they shot the freaking show?
Yep. All right, this next person is well known in pop culture for playing Jim's dad in American Pie. He recently was also on Schitt's Creek. He has a very famous set of eyebrows. And I know you know this guy. As soon as I bring up the picture.
Eliyahu Yusian, I have no idea.
Eugene Levy.
Oh, yeah. Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene Levy. He is from Hamilton, Ontario.
Okay.
Okay, this next one. These are the only two credits that I actually have seen her in. Lost and the MCU.
One of these days I gotta sit down and watch Lost. Well, the MCU really does open up a lot, so...
Okay. So I'm going to narrow it down. The Ant-Man series.
Oh, that and Lost, and she was in Fanboys.
No, she
and
wasn't.
Johnny Lily.
She wasn't in Fanboys, was she?
Fanboys, you know the one where the kids go to...
Yeah, no, I know the movie very well. It's in my top 100. I just don't remember her in it.
Pretty sure she was.
You're not thinking the main girl, are you?
Yeah.
No. That's Kristen Bell.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's Kristen Bell. No, Lily is from Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta.
Cool.
This next one, there's really no way around this to give it who it is, and I'm pretty sure you know who he is as well. That he's Canadian. He hates sand.
Hayden Christensen?
Yep, Hayden Christensen from Vancouver.
Well, I thought I thought you were gonna go with two other guys who were obviously Canadian and very, very famous. There's no way of making this hard for me. So,
well, no, this one is just like I know his other roles. I don't think you would have seen any of those things.
I think I might have not seen but played the video game Jumper.
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely Jumper. And after that, it's like some indie films that he was also known for that I don't think you'd have seen. So,
all right.
Okay, this next one. He is currently a host on America's Got Talent. He is the creator of a 90s TV animated series called Bobby's World. And he played Mr. Mxyzptlk in Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman.
First of all, it's Mr. Mxyzptlk.
That's how they pronounce it in the show. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well,
that's the problem.
Back then, they're like, even still now, people still, yeah, whatever.
People still call it Mxyzptlk.
Yeah.
No idea.
Howie Mandel.
Oh, okay.
From Toronto.
All right.
So this one, oh fuck me. Okay, his very first directorial credit was a movie called Piranha 2.
Not a good start.
He is a director who you should never ever doubt. He is also as well known for all of the oceanographic deep dives he does.
James Cameron
Is from Kapuskasing, Ontario.
Hmm.
Where I
his directorial debut was Piranha 2?
Yep, when he was working for Roger Corman.
What the hell?
Yep.
That's not a good thing to have on your resume.
He went from that to doing
The biggest director in Hollywood.
Well, no, I was going to say he went from working Piranha and doing special effects for Roger Corman to writing the script for one of the scripts and getting the story credit for Rambo First Blood Part 2, and then he went to Terminator.
Can we just address how ridiculous that title is?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Good film. Dumb title.
Yeah.
Okay. This next one. Fuck, this is another one that's just like, God damn it, what's the best way? There's no way around this. I'm giving her all she's got, Captain.
Simon Pegg?
Oh, sorry, I should have said the original.
The original. James Doohan?
James Doohan from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Scotty himself.
There's a great episode in Next Generation where he shows up as Scotty, older Scotty from the movies, in Picard's Enterprise.
Yeah, he was also there in Generations as well.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Briefly.
Yep.
Very briefly.
This next one, you probably don't know who he is. He was one of the stars of Beverly Hills 90210, which has one of the most badass TV theme songs. Fight Me For It.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say. And we got copyrighted. Hey.
Actually, we can't for that. But anyways, what do you any guess? I don't think you know this one.
I never watched 90210, but if
It's
there's
a guilty
anything
pleasure of mine. I own all 10 seasons on DVD. Jason Priestley. He actually now does more directs TV episodes now. He also had a brief racing career that unfortunately resulted in him having a serious accident, but he's recovered, so that's good.
Maybe that's why he stopped acting.
Yep. It was around the same time, I guess. This next one, as soon as I tell you the credits, you're gonna know. The Goon series, Fanboys, which we talked about earlier, How to Train Your Dragon.
Jay Baruchel?
Yep, from Montreal, Quebec. Or sorry, from Ottawa, Ontario, but raised in Montreal, Quebec. Sorry.
All right.
This next person is famous for the show Firefly, where she played the mechanic.
Oh, okay.
And for this one's, I put this other credit especially for you. She appeared in an episode in the show Supernatural as a character called Amy Pond.
I love you, but I never watched Supernatural.
I know, but I just figured out you'd like that. Do you have any guess who this is?
Never watched Firefly.
Jewel State. She was also in an episode of Legends of Tomorrow. She is from White Rock, BC.
Who is she in Legends of Tomorrow?
Shit. Just give me 1 second. I can't remember the character's name. Luckily I had IMDb open. Legends of Tomorrow. And she acts a lot. Dr. Bryce in the episode Progeny in season 1. The one where we're introduced to the young Vandal Savage.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, she's part of the future. And this next one also, or this next one, you probably won't know. She is a TV actress. She's appeared in the TV shows Law and Order, Crossing Jordan, from Edmonton, Jill Hennessy. There's no way you'd know who this is.
Yep, no way.
Okay. This next one, I mean, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Ace Ventura, Sonic.
What else?
Jim Carrey.
The Grinch.
The Grinch, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Liar, Liar.
Liar, Liar, great one.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Like, we can sit here all day and talk
Batman
about
Forever.
it. Well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah, it's not the worst movie in the world.
Yeah, look at the one that came out after it.
Yeah. All right, this next one is another one who I'm sure you know who this is. You might also know he's Canadian as well. He was Uncle Buck. He was
what?
Uncle Buck.
Oh.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The Polka King from Home Alone. Polka King in the Midwest. He played Barf in Spaceballs.
Oh, him. I thought the other one. Chris Farley?
He's also Canadian, and I didn't actually put this on the list. No, he's not. He's American. Fuck, never mind. No.
American.
Yeah, he's American. Sorry. No, John Candy.
John Candy! Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh. Chris Farley was supposed to be Shrek, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, funny, they just released the first test footage for that.
But not just it. It's been on for a
No,
while.
no. Like, I mean, the first animated test footage is like proof of concept.
It's been around for a while.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
okay, then I must have misread the article because it sounded like it just said it like it just appeared. And I'm not talking the one where you hear Farley's voice. This is something different.
Oh, so that well, never
Yeah,
mind.
this isn't no. I knew about the Farley one. I think I'm the one that might have told you. I know I told it to introduce to the Ben.
No, I think I saw it somewhere on YouTube. Fun fact: replaced by a Canadian.
There you go. All right. This next person is most famous for playing Pacey in Dawson's Creek. He also appeared as a lead in the TV show Fringe. But for people like me, he is more famous for playing Charlie Conway in the Mighty Ducks movies. Joshua Jackson.
Sure.
Okay. This next person, famous for the TV show 24, the movies The Lost Boys, The Three Musketeers, Young Guns 1 and 2, and his father is also Canadian.
Keith Sutherland?
Correctamundo. Born in London, England, raised in Toronto.
Mm.
And his mom is also a somewhat famous actor, Shirley Douglas. And his grandfather, her father, is Tommy Douglas, the quote-unquote father of Medicare up here in Canada.
Cool.
Yeah. This next person is another one, very famous. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The Matrix. John Wick. Point Break.
And the SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, and Toy Story 4.
Correct. Keanu Reeves. Born in Beirut, Lebanon, raised in Toronto as well.
Really? I did not know he was Lebanese.
Yep. He's his own UN.
Cool. I am an FBI agent.
Oh yeah. Whoa. And hands down, from all accounts, one of the nicest dudes ever, which truly shows you he's Canadian.
Thanks. I made out a sage and I am a sage. So it works out pretty great. My name's Patrick. It means toaster in Celtic. Pretty sure it doesn't.
Okay, this next actress. I saw her in 2 movies that I shouldn't have at that age, Police Academy and Porky's. But she is more known for playing Samantha in Sex and the City.
Oh, that's a show I never watched.
Kim Cattrall.
Oh, I heard the name.
Born in Liverpool, but raised in Courtenay, BC.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only other clue I can give you. Lois Lane.
Again, Margot Kidder.
Yep. Yellowknife, Northwest Territories.
Cool. Yellowknife. Really? That's
Yeah,
the name?
Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. Yeah, that's up north and cold.
Wouldn't have figured that from the name.
Yeah, right. Okay, this next person, I mean, again, obvious. Frank and Father of the Bride, currently starring in Only Murders in the Building, was in the movie Inner Space, Captain Ron.
You're killing me here.
You're kidding me, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if you've seen anything from him.
Probably not.
Martin Short.
Oh, right. Nice.
This is basically what my inner child looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. It's character Ed Grimley. Okay, now this one, there's no way I could leave this person off the list. I'm not going to have you guess because you are not going to guess it at all. She is one of the most famous actresses to ever appear in Hollywood, especially in the silent era. She was one of the first big screen female stars. She won the second best actress award for her film Coquette. Plus, she is also one of the founders of United Artists and was one of the first actors to go out on their own and do their own movies. Mary Pickford, a Hollywood giant.
Okay, if you say so.
Oh no! It's widely agreed upon. She is a true Hollywood giant.
I'm not disputing that. It's just I never heard of her.
Born Gladys Smith from Toronto. Yeah, that's why I said there's no way I'm going to have you guess because like her career was 100 years ago. But like I said I could not, and I could have also included Max Sennett as well. He's the father of comedy in Hollywood. He's the one that gave Charlie Chaplin his first break. He's also from Toronto. This next one should be interesting. I wonder if you could guess this. He was in the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids as the neighbor, the father, and he also voiced Panic in Hercules, and he was also in the TV show Max Headroom.
Wait, not the Max Headroom.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, the Max Headroom.
Right. No idea.
His name is Matt Frewer. He was born in Washington, D.C., but raised in Peterborough, Ontario.
All right. Cool.
Okay, this next one, could it be any more obvious? Matthew Perry. Born in Williamstown, Massachusetts, raised in Ottawa. His mother was the press secretary for Prime Minister Pierre Trudeau. And fun fact, he beat up current Prime Minister Justin Trudeau when they were kids.
Oh my God. Chandler Bing. And fun fact, he almost went to Yemen.
Exactamundo.
Kinda went to Yemen.
Going to heaven. Can I stay with you?
Yeah, not a place I'd like to visit right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, this next person got his first big break on a TV show called Arrested Development. Then he went on to be Scott Pilgrim. Oh. And his most famous turn was as Alan in Barbie.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera. And of course I had to use Alan. That's my new favorite role of his.
Really?
Yes.
He was also in the Lego Batman movie as Robin. That
is correct too. Yeah, that is correct too.
My favorite Batman movie.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's definitely taught. I have to. You know what? I should sit there and rank my Batman movies. I've never done that.
Cool. You should. You should.
This next person is an actor who's been around for a long time. This is a clue that works with the next one. There are too many movies for me to list, but I think you'll know who it is when I say this next part. He once intimidated Josh McCouga during an interview on Collider Live.
That doesn't narrow it down.
And it's not the boxer. It's not the boxer. It's the older guy.
Not the boxer?
Not the boxer. There was another gentleman. This guy is a famous actor. He's appeared in a lot of stuff.
Do you know how many people scared Josh McCouga on Collider Live?
This guy. Michael Ironside.
Oh, Dark Side.
Yes, Dark Side. Toronto.
Nice.
Sorry, I thought you would have gotten it based on that clue, but then when you said you know how many people scared, but I mean, there's really only two that pop out to me, like where he was intimidated, and that was Klitschko and Michael Ironside. Because this is the one where Josh was asking his dumb questions, and Ironside wasn't having any of it.
Yeah, I was thinking of the other guy who was like, I think he said, "You realize you were in punching distance from me," or something like
that's
that.
Klitschko. That's the fighter.
That's Klitschko.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his name. Okay.
Okay, this next person. I mean, there's no way around it. He is the star of Ben's favorite film.
Well, this is pretty heavy.
Michael J. Fox, born in Edmonton, Alberta, raised in Burnaby, and I lived down the street from the high school he attended, where the local theater, where the theater there is named after him.
As it should.
Yes. This next person is more known for the sci-fi film Species, and plus she also starred opposite Matthew Perry in the whole 9 yards and the whole 10 yards. That's the only thing I could probably give you.
Okay. I got nothing.
Her name is Natasha Henstridge. She is originally from Springdale, Newfoundland, raised in Fort McMurray, Alberta.
I'm familiar with the name.
Okay,
I think I might have seen her in something else. Though.
This next one is also a famous Canadian. He is well known for working with Joss Whedon. He was in the TV show Castle and also Firefly. And he voiced Green Lantern in some of the animated stuff. And a lot of people thought he would have been perfect for playing the main character in the Uncharted film.
Nathan Fillion?
Dun, 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 from Edmonton, Alberta.
Cool.
This next person died just a couple years ago. More known for his time on Saturday Night Live and for being one of Taco's favorite comedians. Can I give you a clue? You'll probably know who it is.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
I forgot the name.
Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald, yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was one of the things I had to actually reach out to Taco asking if he had the clip file to send to me, and so I had to find a new one. Luckily, I found the one with her going. Oh.
There was a period of time when we used to do all these videos. I used to send that to my boss, my old boss.
I remember you telling me that, yeah. Okay, well, this next person was famous for appearing on the TV show Home Improvement at the beginning of her career before she transitioned to the TV show Baywatch. Also famous for being a Playboy cover girl the most amount of times. I think it's like 10, 11 times. Also was once married to Tommy Lee of Motley Crue, with which they just recently did a film starring Sebastian Stan and Lily James.
Pamela Anderson?
Yes.
Yep.
From Ladysmith, BC, on the Vancouver Island.
Ladysmith. Look, you Canadians have weird city names.
Yes, we do. This next person, I doubt you'll get him. He's more famous for the movies he makes in Canada. He's not really that well known in America. He was star of the TV show Due South, and he appeared in one of my favorite Canadian films, Men with Brooms. And he's to narration of Canadian products like what Morgan Freeman is to American stuff.
Okay.
His name is Paul Gross.
Well, he definitely looks Canadian.
That's from the show Due South. He plays a Mountie who heads to Chicago after his brother who's also a cop down there, gets murdered. Lasted like 3 years.
All right.
This next person was taken from us way too soon when his wife killed him. He is one of the most famous alumni from Saturday Night Live. He played Troy McClure on The Simpsons.
You may remember him from what else?
Jingle All the Way. Fuck. What else would you know him from? Well, News Radio, but I don't think you'd have seen that.
You know what? Just give it to me.
Phil Hartman.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you don't know who that is,
I might have heard the name.
dude? Well, if you watch stuff before you go to bed, I highly suggest go just looking up Phil Hartman SNL and just watch a couple sketches. Dude was a fucking genius.
But I do love Troy McClure. Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such films as.
Yep. And all right, so this next person, you actually do know this one's Canadian. You mentioned this last week when you were listing them off. Most famous for the movies The Notebook, and recently for Doctor Strange.
Rachel McAdams.
Yes, sir. Rachel McAdams.
And Eurovision, the Story of Fire saga.
I keep forgetting that. Sorry, and from London, Ontario.
You know,
Okay.
I had this friend once. I tried to get him interested in watching Doctor Strange, so I showed him the trailer. As soon as she pops up, he's like, "Hey, she's famous!" Like, "Hey, I recognize her. Hey, that's Rachel McAdams. Hey, I've seen some movies with her. No, hey, she's famous."
That movie is one of the most visually stunning I've seen on
Yeah.
the big screen.
Still one of my favorites of the MCU of all time.
Oh, yeah, I put a top 10 for me, probably. Lower part, but this next person, if you know who he is, he's famous for playing the titular character Perry Mason in way back in the day, and he's was also in one of the old Godzilla movies, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I do not think you get this guy. His name is Raymond Burr. He's from New Westminster.
Okay.
The
freaking British, they actually named the city New Westminster.
Yep, actually, that's where I spent most of my time when I was living in Vancouver. I lived there for 5 years.
Stupid Brits and their naming places.
This next person is a national treasure for us. He is famous for his roles in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, in Ghostbusters, and for playing one half of Bob and Doug McKenzie. What else would he have been in that you would know? He played Barney Rubble
Barney Rubble?
in the Flintstones film.
I mean, did you not see me doing this?
No, I didn't, because I was looking at my notes while I was trying to think of movies.
Oh shit! Why can't I remember the name now? I was doing this. Is like Dark Helmet.
Yes, Dark Helmet. Oh, why did I forget that?
I was doing this for 5 minutes.
Like I said, I wasn't looking at the screen. But yes, Dark Helmet.
I see that your Schwartz is as big as mine, but I can't remember his. No, wait, Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis, national treasure. Like
Soul.
Everyone wants him to return to acting now. Like he retired for a really good reason.
For a very good reason.
Very good reason, and it's time he comes back. We miss him.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, it's like his life. He could be the subject of a documentary titled "Honey, I'm Looking After the Kids," or "Honey, the Kids Are Fine."
That is actually a really good title. Because yeah, man, his wife passed.
Yo, Hollywood, give me a call sometime.
Yeah, man, it takes a true man to give up his career to stay and raise his kids out like that after his wife died, because he wanted his kids to have a normal upbringing like that.
I mean,
that's noble.
His kids are probably old enough now; they can.
Look totally. His wife died.
Back to acting now.
Here's an idea to show how long ago it's been since his wife died. His last acting role, credited role for many years, was Big Brother, the Disney film. That's like the mid 2000s. So yeah, his kids are
long enough to take care of the kids.
Yeah. Okay, this next person was born in the same hospital as Rachel McAdams. Got his start on a TV show called Young Hercules. Then he made his way up to Hollywood, where he was most recently in the Barbie film.
Barbie film?
He was also in The Nice Guys.
Oh, and he's rumored to be in Doctor Who.
Yes.
Ryan
was-
Gosling.
Yes, proudly wearing the Ncuti Gatwa's mug on his shirt during the filming of Barbie.
Do you know that he lost his mind on the set of Barbie when he heard Ncuti Gatwa got the role?
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
totally.
dude, I love Doctor Who.
Yeah, he's
And even
London-
Ncuti Gatwa was surprised.
yeah. I'd like to hear that he liked that. It's amazing when you hear like which famous people like that show. But yeah, he was born in the same
I
hospital.
don't think he's ever been open about this Doctor Who love
No,
until he talked to Ncuti Gatwa.
well, he's very private.
All right.
Yeah, no, he's born in the same hospital as Notebook co-star and former girlfriend, Rachel McAdams in London, Ontario. This next person, I mean, fuck, he's Canadian. He was in the movie Just Friends. Got a start on a TV show called Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. He was in the failed Green Lantern film, and he was also in Van Wilder, and most recently he was in Deadpool.
From one Ryan to the next.
Ryan Reynolds.
That's the picture you went with?
That's the one from Just Friends. It's one of my favorite movies of his.
I mean, he also played another character I'm familiar with.
Right. But I mean, like, no matter what I said, though, it would give it away. That's why I started off with the early credits first.
He was also in Buried.
That's right, Buried. Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds from Vancouver, where they filmed the first Deadpool. This next person, it's iffy if you know who this person is. She was famous for the TV show Killing Eve and Grey's Anatomy. She played the mother, I believe, in Turning Red, and she played the principal in The Princess Diaries.
I don't think I recognize any of the people from Turning Red.
Totally fair. Her name is Sandra Oh.
Oh, yeah, that the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And the face looks familiar from Grey's Anatomy, which I
This-
never watched, but still.
She was one of the stars for a long time. This next person, I mean, it's also famous Canadian. Famous for his movies that he did with Judd Apatow, 40-Year-Old Virgin, Superbad, Knocked Up. Most recently, he's transitioned to being a producer of some of the best geek content to be coming out in the last 5 years, of The Boys, to the Ninja Turtles movie, which, my God, that movie was amazing. You know who it is.
It's Pumbaa.
Yeah, it's Pumbaa. It's Seth Rogen.
Jewish, by the way.
And Jewish, yes, and a proud Jew. And I highly recommend reading his book for some of the stories about his Jewish upbringing. Hilarious.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him a proud Jew because he recently said some stupid, dumb things about Israel, but,
Well,
to each his own.
this next guy's picture didn't load either. Son of a whore.
No,
he's
you
famous
say
for-
that again, Soda. Say that again.
Son
But
of a
this
whore.
time, how I taught you.
Son of a-
Remember how I taught you.
Son of a whore?
Say it again, but remember what I taught you.
I'm trying to remember what you taught me. Son of a whore.
Benzona.
Benzona. Yes, son of a Benzona. Ah,
Well, you can do without the son of it, but whatever.
right, Benzona. Anywho,
Benzona.
this next person is famous for being one of the leads in the movie Battleship, for John Carter, and for X-Men Wolverine.
Taylor Kitsch.
Yes, sir, from Kelowna, British Columbia, in the interior here.
Did you see the Gambit fan film he did with Eric Roberts?
No, I actually have never heard of it.
It's I think it was a Gambit film, but I'm pretty sure. I think actually no, I don't think he was in it. I remember Eric Roberts, the Master, was in it, but it was a Gambit fan film from a couple of years ago.
I'll have to look that up.
Seriously, look it up. You might find it.
Okay, so we are in we have the last 5. This next person first appeared prominently on a TV show called Ed, but he is more famous for being in the Arrowverse.
Lots of people in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a clue to give you without directly going for it. He was a mentor who turned out to not be who everyone thought he was.
Kavanaugh something.
Tom Cavanaugh.
Tom Cavanaugh.
Yes.
Reverse Flash.
Reverse Flash himself.
Eobard Thawne.
Eobard Thawne. Yep. Great choice for that role. Next up, we have someone who is very famous in the stoner community for his comedy duo that he was in the 70s. He had a resurgence of popularity when he played the stoner Leo in that 70s show.
Cheech Marin?
The other guy.
Chong, whatever his name is.
Tommy Chong from Edmonton.
Tommy Chong. He was in the American Masked Singer too.
Oh, I did not know that.
As a pineapple, I think. I can't remember.
This fun fact, Cheech and Chong is a Canadian duo because they got their start in Chinatown in Vancouver.
Cool.
I did not know that until I read the book. Cheech came to Canada because he was dodging the Vietnam draft. This next person is another person I know you know, so I'm going to try to hold off the very end with that clue. Famous for the TV shows Arrested Development. He appeared in the 2 Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. And he's Lego Batman.
Will Arnett.
From Toronto. Fun fact, I walked right beside him on the streets of Vancouver as he was exiting out of a Starbucks.
Cool.
Yeah. I was he didn't see me, but I was like,
he was also the host. He still is. He's the host of Lego Masters. So, a friend of mine in the army once walked past a famous Israeli actor. He recognized. You wouldn't recognize the name, but I just saw him running out of a. Let's for the sake of the argument, let's call it a 7-Eleven. Something you recognize.
A corner store.
What?
Corner store.
Yeah, a gas station corner store.
Okay, gotcha.
He just ran out to his friend. Imagine that, and a soldier just running out in full uniform, like peeing himself, running out to his friend, like, "Look who it is! It's the spleen." It's a show. You have to know the context.
No, the reason I'm chucking is because that's a character in the movie Mystery Men played by Paul Rubens.
Yeah, that's why I said the spleen. I mean, his name is Avi the Spleen, but
gotcha. Okay.
Or Aviatrol to be specific, but.
So this next person's first on-screen credit that I know of was in a brief scene in Doctor Who the movie. Went on to appear on the sketch show Mad TV. Does a really good Stone Cold Steve Austin impression, and he played Curly in the theatrical version of the Three Stooges film.
I got nothing.
From Ladner, BC, Will Sasso.
Will Sasso, dang it! Oh yeah.
He played I could have gone. He played the orderly in the scene where the doctor wakes up from the grave.
Yeah, you keep mentioning Will Sasso all the time, and I'm like, I keep forgetting that. Do you think he went to a better hospital? Oh my god! No, me.
All right, the last person. I mean,
Is it the one I've been waiting for this whole list?
No, it just happens to be last, and a very famous one. Famous for TV shows like TJ Hopper. For speaking in a weird cadence. And for being captain of the USS Enterprise.
William Shatner.
Montreal, Quebec.
So you're not going to have Robin Williams on this list?
He's from Michigan. He's not from Canada.
He's not Canadian?
No.
I was under the impression he was Canadian this whole time.
He was born in Michigan.
Well, fuck me.
No, there are definitely a lot of other ones too that I have not included, but
like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I could have put him on the list. He's from Toronto as well. Hamilton, I think. Avril Lavigne is also Canadian.
know that.
Yeah, she's from Ottawa. Who else is famous that's Canadian? I didn't include. Victor Garber. Firestorm.
One half of
One half
Firestorm.
Firestorm, yeah. He's Canadian. He actually was in the same theater circles as Martin Short and Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara and Gilda Radner, like those comedy legends.
The people we mentioned, yes.
Yeah. My mind's blanking. But there's definitely a lot more Canadians out there that I haven't mentioned.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to the end here. What's your topic for next time?
I'm looking for the picture, which apparently I don't have. So
Wow.
give me a second.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna. So my dad runs a business. Okay, he's a self-made business. He's a very big entrepreneur.
Yep.
And well, before we move on to that, I just really wanted to play this clip.
Canadians are weird.
Yes, we are.
Yep. So, and in that business, he sells stuff. Among the things he sells is a timeline of the entire history of the land of Israel.
Interesting.
Okay, from all the different periods. There's about 16 periods of the land of Israel, not the state of Israel, just the land, the area. And that's my topic for next week. I'm just going to go over the entire history of the land of Israel, point by point.
Well, it's a good thing we're only going back to 1948.
No.
Oh, so what you're telling me is I should strap in for a long show.
Yes.
All right, I'll bring the cushions and the coffee.
Because trust me, you're gonna need it. I just need to remind him to send me the full list of the timeline.
All right.
But yeah, so that's my list. That's my topic for next week.
Sounds good. All right, so I'm going to start off with my plugs. Then you can find me on my personal Instagram and Twitter at soda_the_saxman, and you can find me also here doing shenanigans at the Northern Entertainment Group alongside 50, and you can also find me on the So Diggin' Wrestling channel, which will probably be undergoing some changes if I can get my ass in gear. So, well, that's where you can find me.
And you can find me every Thursday on this show, Fun with Flags. You can find me every Monday talking about the greatest show in the galaxy, Doctor Who, on a show called The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. And if you're interested in hearing me talk about Doctor Who, you can hear me talk even more about it on my own YouTube channel, 50 Shades of Geek, where I will be covering, at least I'm planning on doing a reaction to the latest episode, The Star Beast. So stay tuned for that. And also, what?
I'm just happy. Can't wait. I'm happy it's finally out.
Beep, beep. I'm a meep. So,
sorry, before you continue, I watched a little bit of the scene they released with Beep the Meep, and oh my god, it's so adorable.
For now, those of us who read the comic know exactly who Beep the Meep is, but I'll just leave that up to you to discover on your own. So, yeah, you can also check out all the other channels on the wider Benverse at large, like the aforementioned a friend of ours, Taco. He's got his channel Something to Talk About, Galaxy Geeks, Multiverse of Geekdom, Movie Lovers Unite, The Midnight Cinema, 800 Views, and In the Front Row, which is still a picture on this list. So, yeah, just one final time, though.
Canadians are weird.
And go ahead and wrap up the show.
Okay, yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you later. I rolled past the video. Bye.